Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Joy Gonoje, and on this video I'll be putting us through how to do your Schengen visa application. Yes, the other day I made a video on my own Schengen visa, like how I went to the airport, what I needed it for, the advantages of doing the Schengen visa and using that route to travel to any country you want to travel to. I remember mentioning that it was way cheaper and it cost me more than half of the cost of a normal flight by using the Schengen visa rules. I don't know if that's a good way to put it, but yeah. So today's video is just going to be putting us through how to do the application step by step, taking you through from the beginning to the end. I hope you find this video helpful. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I think now is the time to do so. It's very free. Just click on the subscribe button, turn on notification, and you'll be notified whenever we drop any video. All right, let's go. So I'm just on Google Chrome. I'm going to go on the search button and I'm going to type TLS Germany. Yeah, TLS Germany. And then I'm going to click on the first button here, TLS Germany. Yeah, it's the same thing, German Visa Application Center. I'm going to click here, and then it will show you, bring out a tab and then show you where you need to go to. So this is the portal. These are their website is like TLS Germany. They are the Schengen visa people. So you go here, say please begin by selecting the country where you're applying from. So I'm going to be applying from the United Kingdom. If you're applying from any other country, say Nigeria or any other one that is not listed here, as you can see, we have Albania, Botswana, Egypt, Eswatini, Ireland, Kenya, Lesotho, Libya, Mauritius, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Serbia, South Africa, and Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, and United Kingdom. So I'm in the United Kingdom and I apply from the United Kingdom. But if you're in Nigeria or any other country that is not listed here, you can still apply for a Schengen visa. You are eligible, as I discovered from their website. You just need to contact them and then find out the best way to do this. That is outside here. I think if you contact them, they'll be able to put you through. I'm going to drop their contact number or email address at the end of this video for you to be able to contact them if you need any more information. But this is just going to be showing you how I applied from the United Kingdom. And yeah, so you click on submit and then you confirm. So it says please choose the country where you have an appointment. Registration and payment in another country will not be recognized. Click confirm to continue and cancel to choose another location. So you confirm and it's going to bring you here. You go down and then the centers that are in United Kingdom are 3: Edinburgh, London, Manchester. So I chose London because it was closest to the city where I was in. But if you feel you're in United Kingdom and any of these are closest to you, you can choose them. They are the same format, they're the same process. So I went to London and then it's going to bring you here. Bring you to you have here the login registration button, added value services, which is if you want courier to bring your your passport to you at the end of the day after the visa has been done, and center information, visa application if you want to know the amount, application information, frequently asked questions. So I will not be going through all of that. We'll just do the registration. You can go through it later on your own, and yeah. So here is just going to be showing you the process like that you need to take for you to be able to successfully register and book an appointment with them. So it says your visa application process, and then the first thing you need to do is to complete a VDES form. So complete your VDES form, register on the website, prepare your supporting documents, and make an appointment. So this is where we're going to be going in first, and then after which we're going to submit our application and provide and then provide biometric data at the visa application center. So this will be done on the day that you're doing your biometrics, and then return to the visa application center to collect your passport after the visa has been approved and given. So this is what we're doing today. This will be done at the center, the second option, and the third option will also be done at the center. But if you choose one of the value added services here, which is to get it delivered to you at home, you don't need to go back there. So that was what I chose. I chose Korea to get it to me at home, and I paid for the service. That's one of the added value services there. So I didn't have to go back to the center again. It's sort of cheaper that way. It's way cheaper that way. You get to pay only little amounts compared to when you're going back there, paying the transport fare and all of that. Except of course you live close by. Maybe you live at the back of the building or something, or just down the street, then you can always choose the option of returning to the visa application center. So we're going to complete a VDES form. Just going to change it from German to English. It's recognizing us as German. I'm not German, so in this button here, German, English, I'm going to click on English to transform everything here to English language, and then just back that. Yeah, so English, new application, showing you new application, scan barcode, import data. What I'm going to be doing is completing this form, the whole of this form. I'm going to be completing it. Yeah, so I'm going to be completing this form, starting from here. Yeah, I think this is the beginning. Okay, here. So this is the beginning, the personal information. I'm going to be putting in my name. Just putting I'm just going to put in another name, Tolo, as my family name, birth name as Tolo Freda, and then so this is no longer my first name. First name will be Sophie. I chose Sophie, and then country of birth will be Nigeria. So I'll put in here Nigeria. Place of birth will be Thailand. I don't know why I chose Thailand. Maybe I want there or I love it. Date of birth is a compulsory question as well. So you can see the start there. So I'm going to put the 9th of April 2001. I'm not sure if they get, yeah, they should be able to give visa to a 22-year-old. Yeah, so 2001, 9th April 2001. And then that's not my birthday though. So the gender is female. I'm not going to put on specify. Marital status, single. Nationality, Nigerian. Yeah. So Nigeria should be here, yeah. So Nigerian. Original nationality. This is not compulsory. If you're already choosing, if it's the same, it's not really compulsory, and it's not showing as being a compulsory question, so we can always ignore that. And then we go down. So there is this bit of question here which I really didn't answer because I didn't need it. It says family members of EU nationals or spouse that are free to provide information about their professional activity, reference, financing in the exercise of their right to freedom of movement of their stay. If you belong to this group of people and do not want to provide any information, please select yes. Your family relationship must be proven using documents. Do you want to exercise your right to freedom of movement? It doesn't really matter. I just ignore it. So current professional activity, I'm going to put civil servant here. Company name or telephone numbers for students, name and telephone number of the educational institution. So if you're a student and you're applying for this visa, you need to provide the name and telephone number of your university or school that you're applying from, the school that you're currently schooling. But if not, you would have to ignore that. And then you're going to put your streets. I'm going to put 89 Sweets Lane. 89 Sweet Lane. Oh, we have number here. 89. Other address details, no. Postcode, not important. But if you have a postcode, please put it. Country, United Kingdom. Yeah. And then we go down. Street, residential address of the applicant. So the first one here is your professional address, like your professional activity, what you are, the address of the place you work and all of that. This is your residential address, where you live as the applicant. So I'm going to put street should be red. I don't even know if that's the name of a thing or street. House number 7. Location Thailand. I think I need to visit Thailand someday. Now postal code is important because they need to be able to get your actual address. So postcode, I'm going to put NER for RT. I might put, oh no, that's not the right place. So postcode here, NER for RT. That's my postcode. Telephone number, I'm going to put 0900000000. And email address, I have to put my actual email address now. Okay. And gmail.com. Yeah. So are you a resident? Let me see this. Are you a resident in a country other than the one of which you're currently a citizen? Yes. So it's going to ask you to put the authorization that you have, like, what authority do you have to be staying in the particular country you're staying, if you're not staying in your country of birth, like country where you're a citizen. So my residence permit is BRP, British residence permit. That's the authority I have. So I will put that here, British residence permit. Yes. British residence permit, number of authorization to return or residence permit. So I'll put the my BRP number, so I can just put that, and then valid until, put the expiry date 7/05 7/05 2028. Yeah, I don't need to press the calendar, don't I? 2028. 27, 28. Actually, any month works. So I've put in the date there. That's the expiry date of my BRP that's here. The expiry date of your residence permit or any other authorization you have to be staying in the country that, if you're not a citizen of that country. So if you're in Nigeria, you're applying from Nigeria, for instance, you don't need to do this. You don't need to click this yes. You just leave it there because you're staying in the same country where you're a citizen. I'm sure you should be aware. Then we go over to the next portal, which is the documents. So you have to identify the travel documents you'll be using. For me, I use my international passport here. So officiality passport, service passport, ordinary passport. So that's ordinary passport there. If you have any of these other documents that you feel you want to use it to apply, you can. Well, mine and yours that we all know is ordinary passport if you want to apply for the visa. The number of the travel document, this is the number, your what's it called, your passport number, A2 blah blah blah. I hope it doesn't tell me any of these numbers are wrong later, because I'm just using any number from my head. Issue dates, you can just put 2022 or 2021, anyone. Yeah, so 2021 valid until you put the expiry date. I think that should be 2025. Yeah. And then issuing states, you can put any country. I put Belgium. Issued by, that's not really relevant. Issued in is not relevant. It's not a priority question. So have you fingerprints already been collected for the purpose of a Schengen visa application? No, it has not been collected before, so I would ignore this. I have not done fingerprinting for Schengen visa application before, so I would ignore this. So if it was me that was doing this again because I've already done it before. Being that I've already done it before and I want to apply for another visa, maybe because that has expired or I want to travel to another place, after a while. So I can click yes. And if I click yes, it's going to ask me for the visa number, the visa sticker number, and then the dates. And then I don't think they will need to collect any fingerprint again because of that. But that's by the way. So we have no, since we're doing a fresh application. And then we'll go over to the travel data, the purpose of your traveling, the reason why you're traveling. So during my time, I was traveling because I wanted to transit through the country. I wanted to transit through Germany. I boarded the I used an airline that was cheaper, and it was a transit one, so I needed a transit visa to be able to go through Germany, and that was why I had to apply. But like I said in the other video, when I applied, I wasn't allowed to use transit visa because it was a to and fro flight. It was a to and fro flight, so I wasn't allowed to use transit visa like normally for when you're just traveling. So I wasn't allowed to use the transit visa because it was a two-way flight, and I had to they had to give me tourism. They told me to apply for tourism visa. I did the application for transit visa before, but transit visa is only for those that are traveling through the country once, like just a transiting country. Now, for instance, you're going to Nigeria from the UK and you have to pass through Germany because the flight you're taking is not a straight flight, because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to use one that is not a straight flight, and you're traveling through Germany only once. You don't intend coming back through that route, then you can use a transit visa. But if you're traveling to and fro, you're traveling through Germany and you're traveling back to the UK from Nigeria through Germany again, then you will need a tourism visa, not a transit visa, because they consider that tourism no longer transit. You're not just passing through their country once, you're passing through it twice, so it's considered tourism. They won't allow you to use a transit visa. So I had to apply for a tourism visa, which I'm going to be applying here. Because I would assume that it's the same thing. It's just here you need to put that information if it's tourism or transit. So every other information you're providing will be the same basically. So maybe we should use transit then. Yeah, so member state of first entry will be Germany, and the main destination is Nigeria. So I'm going to Nigeria. I'm just going to have to pass through. Do we not have Nigeria here? Oh, hold on. No, main destination will be, yeah, Germany, because your flight will be going from UK to Germany before going from Germany to Nigeria. So the main destination here, the question they are asking means like where you are stopping in that their country. They don't care where you're going finally, where you're stopping in that their country. Whether you end up going from Germany to Nigeria to Switzerland or to anywhere, they don't care. As long as you're coming to their country at all, like you're passing through there, you might not have to even go into the city. It's just your flight, the plane that is stopping there halfway to drop some people and then continue the journey, which is what you signed up for when you booked a connecting flight. So main destination there is Germany. That doesn't mean that that's the country you're going to finally. So the country we're going to finally, remember, is Nigeria. So from the UK to Nigeria is what we're booking, but we had to go through Germany because it's a connecting flight. So member state of foreign territory Germany, main destination Germany, number of entries requested 2 entries. So 2 entries is for tourism visa when we're doing a tourism visa. we're going to use two entries because it's a to and fro. But when we're using transit visa, would have to use just one. It's a single entry that way. So whichever one we're doing, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. So um it doesn't really matter depending on what you want to do. If it's a two-way flight, like I said, tourism. If it's one way, it's transit. So two-way tourism, two entries. Then this further information about the purpose of your stay doesn't really matter, but we can put visits, like for family, whatever you want to put there as just a word or something. And then planned arrival date of the first planned stay in the Schengen area. That's the date your airline is supposed to stop in Germany. The day is stopping in this main destination member state of first entry is what you're going to be putting here. Not the day is going to be arriving in Nigeria, which is our final destination. So planned date of first entry, maybe we'll put it as so September, October. So let's assume we're traveling next month. Why is that not bringing October out for me? Yeah, 16th of October 2023. So let's assume we're traveling next month 16th, and then planned departure date from the Schengen area after the first planned date. That's the date that the flight is leaving Schengen, which is still the same date because it's just a transit. You're just passing through it. You're not going to be sleeping there per se. It's just that your airline, the flight, the aeroplane is going to be passing through there. That's what I mean. So it's still the same October 16th. So October 16th, 2023. Perfect. So if necessary, entry permit for the country of final destination, not really important. Residence permit, final destination country. Yes, so here we can put our what's it called, our Nigeria now, because that's where we're going to final destination country is Nigeria. That's the place we booked for. So the other one, like I said, was just a transit where we connected through member state of first entry. So Nigeria, that's the final destination country. All this doesn't really matter, so you can put the number, your BROP's number, residence permit, if that's what you're using for re-entry visa. So re-entry visa is like, you've done a visa before and you're just applying again, and you can put the number there. And residence alien card, that's not really important now because it's not common. So you put the valid until date, the expiry dates, the date of creation, and then issued by. So all these are not necessary questions, so I'm just going to be ignoring them and going over to the next. If there is any information they need later on, they would ask you during your fingerprinting, so don't be scared. As long as it's not a priority question here, don't be scared. So type of reference will be hotel, accommodation, house for the rental, and no reference person. So we don't have a reference person, we're just traveling, we're the one sort of referencing ourselves. All right, so we don't have a reference person, and we're going to save that. And so this is it's saved as a form, and is the file now. It's like a PDF file. We're going to print out this file. We're going to print it out because we'll be presenting it at the center that day. We're going to be presenting it. So my Microsoft Word is expired and I can't really open the PDF like this here. Like I can't open a doc, so rather I can't open a document. So the one we just did was so if you save it again, you see that this is a file, so you can easily send it to open and then send it to anywhere you want to send to. But you may know that if you did this on your phone at your end, anywhere you did it, you're going to be printing it, rather print it out as a document and hold it to the center, to the TLS center on the day of your biometrics, your fingerprinting. So when you're done with that, you go back. So when you're done with that, you go back So we're going back and then we're going to register. Okay, we're going to register here. Let me just say that we don't have. Yeah, so the visas form must be completed before booking an appointment to submit your visa application. So I've not completed my VDES form. I've completed my VDES form. So we have completed our VDES form because we did it here. Where's that? So we did it here. We completed our VDES form here. We don't need to do that again now. We've done it. So I'm going to click here. I've completed my VDES form. And then it's going to be asking me if I'm doing a short stay or long stay. Prepare documents. And then remember in the previous place, let me just go back. It was showing us the documents we need to bring, passport photo, you know, photocopy of your application. That's the one we did. SMS notification, just that is going to show us a proper one later. So I've completed my VDES form. It's going to be asking us if it's a short stay or a long stay. So we're going to click on short stay. The document that is usually required, if it's a tourism visa, it will need you to get a postal order for travel health insurance. And then if it's a transit visa, it doesn't really need that. It only needs your passport, your bank statement, and passport, bank statement, passport photograph as well. So international passport, bank statements, or utility bill that is showing your address for the past 3 months and all that. And then what's it called, passport photograph, and then the printed VDES form. Well, they are going to be showing us later anyway. So let's just do. So we're going to choose short stay because we're just transiting through the country. We're not intending to stay long stay. We're not doing long stay. We're not going there to do holiday or some sort of. So short stay is just like within 90 days, like they said here. Like short stay, the duration of stay does not exceed 19 days within any 180 days period. Know that you may not pursue any economic activity in Germany unless such activity is explicitly authorized by a visa or resident permit issued in Germany. So it's a 90-day period that is within short stay. So our transiting within that 1 day falls under the 90-day period, which is the short stay. So that's what we'll be, going through. And then we click on that. So Schengen visa for stay less than 90 days does not require visa if the duration does not exceed 90 days. So that's for British citizens. We are not British citizens now, so we do need a visa. Do you need an airport transit visa? It says check here to check. That's to tell you can check it if it's your turn, but I didn't do that. It's not really relevant because I already know that I would need an airport transit visa, and that's the reason why we're doing this video to start with. So go down for the so we're doing a short stay. I've clicked on that, not long stay, short stay. And then I'm going to click on register. So I need to register an account with them, but I think because I've registered before, it might tell me that I've already used the email address. But let's say register, confirming email address. So I don't really remember the email. I don't remember the password I used, but God help me. Let me just put in a new password. So I hope it does not stop me. That I've already registered and I need to set my password again because I agree with the terms and conditions. Have you ever read terms and conditions of anything? God help us. So it said my password is too weak. So I need to make the password stronger. As the so let's say if that's stronger or not. Yeah, that is strong. So oh, email already in use, please use another email. That's what I said, because I already have an account with them. So if you don't have an account with them, like for someone in your connection, you have to register. But because I already have an account with them, I think I'll just go over to log in, because I already have an account. But you know what to do if you don't have an account. Once you create that account, once you register, then your goods has been, like, you're at this stage, you're as good as been in this stage. How do they put the English? God help me. So you're as good as being in this stage, like the same login is the same as register. So once you register, go into your account, and then um now we're going to log in, and when we log in, so when we log in, it's going to bring us here. When we log in, it's going to bring us here, and then it's giving us a reference number now, which is this one. Then it's telling us that if we want to travel with our family, we need to register each of them under the same group, so that you travel together, they do it together. So we submit this. So they're just making sure that everything I've done is something, they are all correct, the information is correct, just to make sure that I don't get through, and this one must be fulfilled. You can't go to the next stage yet. There's probably something that we've done that is not right here. My application. So you're going to, so if you wish to travel with your spouse, family member, just showing you that you need to do it together, like register them under the same group, which is this particular group, so that it will be done the same time, everything will be done the same time. So now that we've logged in, we're going to go to my application, and then it's going to ask us to enter. So group ID is this M2052015. So that's the group ID. And the group name is just default group. Creation date is today, and the number of application is just one. I'm not making for my family or spouse or children or anything. If I were to have named the number of applications we had, if it's 2 of us or 3, it will name it there. So I'm going to click on enter, and then click on enter. It's going to bring us down here again. So now that we're done with this, we need to book a date for biometrics. So we go to my application, and then we go to this, we go to enter, and then it will bring us here. So if we click on submit, it said we can proceed to the next step yet, because everything needs to turn green. So I've confirmed that. Next thing I need to do is to modify the form to see what we've done wrong, what we've not done right, and then 6 create form, select purpose of travel. Okay, so we need to do this. We need to do the application form. Sorry, purpose of travel, short stay, and then under the short stay we'll be doing airport transit, tourism. I think we used tourism before, because we chose 2 entries. So depending on what we're choosing, if it's airport transit or tourism, just visits, we just do this. So we're using tourism again. Then surname, what was my surname just now? I think my surname was, I can't remember my surname. So my surname should be Tolu. My first name should be Sophie. I really can't remember the name I used just now, but it doesn't matter. The name in local language does not matter. Date of birth, yeah, it matters. So I think 9th of 9/20. 2020. Okay. Current nationality is Nigeria. Nigeria. So Nigeria, then type of travel document, we're using ordinary passport like we said before, and then it's going to bring us to travel document number, so we'll put that in, and then it's going to say mobile numbers, sorry, 090, where's the, oh, it should be complete. So travel information, date of departure, I think we chose October 16th, wasn't it? Yeah, October 16th. October 16, 2023. So we're going to submit this now. Phone passport number, phone number incorrect. Make sure it fits the format. So I think it needs us to put the plus at the beginning, plus 234 if you're in Nigeria, or plus something if you're in, plus 44 if you're in UK. So plus 234. I hope my number is complete. 90345678. So that should be it. Phone number information is in this format. Oh yeah, sorry, I said I was in the United Kingdom, then I think I made that. Let's see if we put in a United Kingdom number here, 74. Let's see if that works. Okay, so remove the plus. Something has to work. Why are you not working? Boy, it's worked. We did it. So I think the number was too much. The numbers that I just put a random number. So Tolo Sophie submitted reference. This is now green now. Now I can save and I can submit the form because it's green. So it's asking me if I'm, if I'm confirming that I want to submit the form, and I'm clicking confirm because I'm agreeing that all the information there are valid. So there is no available appointment at the moment. Check later. So I'm just going to go back and then see when next there will be an appointment. So this is the appointment center. For unavailable appointment to be blank, for standard appointment to be blue, for prime time appointment to be orange color. That those times that are really critical. So we're just going to search when next there will be an appointment. Okay, so because we chose a date that was in October, we're traveling in October. That's why they're telling us that between now and October, we're in September currently, between now and October, there is no available days for biometrics. So if we were to choose, we need to do this visa thing before we travel, like way before we travel, say 2 months, 3 months before we travel, because they usually don't have dates lying around the corner. We need to do it months before. So if we had chosen a date, I'm not going to book an appointment anyways. I wasn't going to book an appointment. So if we had chosen a date, say we're traveling in December, would have gotten a date. So would have gotten a biometrics date, like a date for fingerprinting somewhere around November or even in December, because it takes them 2 days, 3 days to get your visa done and submitted and brought back to you. So would have gotten a date in November or December, but this is just where you do. So this is just a step. So when you've gotten an appointment, say for instance we did it, we got an appointment here, which is if we done it, later at a later day, we've got an appointment here, and then we're going to skate through this path. This is in the bits we've done already. Create form, submission method, appointment. Now I wish we've gotten an appointment to take us to additional services, which is asking us if we want to use a courier to have our passport delivered back to us, and if we want to do priority, all those kind of things. So those are the additional services, and then it's going to take us further to payment, where we'll pay for the visa. I think I paid £83 or so. Yeah, I paid £83 for my tourism visa. Then about, and then the cost I used in doing the postal code for travel insurance, which was about £20. So that's not to them. You don't pay that to them. You do it online. You go on Google and then you do it. So pay that to them, and then to do it will go to a final confirmation page, and that will be the end of it. And when you get to the confirmation page, please make sure you print out that page, print out the page and take it with you to them. Print out the payment page, take it with you to them, so that they would have an evidence that you've done this, you've paid, you've completed the form, and you've done all those things. So this is all it is. This is all there is to it. Like I said, we are currently in September, and we booked a date for what's it called? We booked a date for October, that we ought to travel in October 16th. So there can't be a date if it's that close. So when you're doing your Schengen visa application, you need to book a date earlier for biometrics, because everybody who are doing it every day, there is no space and they're busy. They're really busy. So that's that about that, and that's all there is to it. I wasn't going to pay, I wasn't going to book an appointment, because this is just a fake application. So this is all, guys. This is the way to do your Schengen visa application. And like I said, the documents you're going to be bringing with you, let me see if I can get it out here. Yeah, travel purpose and documents. So short stay. Do you need a short-term economy, medical treatment? Oh no, it's not really giving me here. But like I mentioned earlier, click here to check. Like I mentioned earlier, no, it's not showing me here. Like I mentioned earlier, the documents you need are just your if you're doing a transit visa, which is just a single entry into the country, that you're not going to and fro, you need your passport, you need your bank statement, passport picture, international passport picture, and bank statement, and and pay slip. If you're being paid, if you're in the UK, you need a pay slip, just to prove that you have money, you have enough money. You need money in your account, like about, I think they want about £46 or so, for £6 in your account if you're in the United Kingdom. So depending on that, they need you to have an evidence that there is money in your account. So you need to print out that bank statement of showing that there is money in your account. It's that little, it's not much. You just want to make sure you're able to take care of yourself during your stay in Germany, which is just a night or less than, because your flight is just passing through the place. So that's for transit visa. If you're doing a tourism visa, which is the to and fro, you'll be needing an additional document called the postal code. That's the travel health insurance. You need a travel health insurance, and to do this, you need to get a postal code from a post office, and you can do this on Google. You just go on Google, type in, get a postal code for travel health insurance, and then follow the instructions prompt. And that's it, guys. So that's all there is to it about, the Schengen visa application. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, like I said, please do so, just to support me, and I'll really appreciate that. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our videos. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.